Okay, Billy, let's bring in our next guest, Randi Kearn. Hello, Randi. Hello.
Hi,
How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Randi, you're here to talk about some mental illness issues.
Yes.
And it says here, personal experience in the community. What does that mean?
Well, being somebody with a mental illness, I'm bipolar.
Can you break it down what bipolar is?
Well, okay, very short. Somebody who has extreme mood, depression,
Swings?
and mania. They used to call it
Schizophrenia?
no.
Manic depression.
They used to call
Manic
it manic
depression.
depression.
Oh.
Okay, so now they call it bipolar, and because you're on two extremes of the pole. There are people who have rapid cycles who are like like
Right.
a yo-yo, and then there's people who go months in one cycle and months in another cycle.
Wow.
You know, most of my life I was just depressed.
Okay.
You know, and I was like,
Depressed how?
I hated my life. I hated myself. I was very self-loathing. I didn't think that I had a purpose. I didn't think that I should have ever been born. You know,
Were people telling you this when you were a young kid?
No.
You just felt it?
Yeah.
You didn't have
Since
have
I was
anybody
little.
that was picking on you when you were young.
Well, yeah, I had people picking on me, but no more than the usual, you know.
Schoolyard stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
mean schoolyard stuff, yeah.
So, at what age did you start feeling like you were depressed?
When I was little.
Like,
Yeah.
like
I was pretty young.
7, 8, 6? Like,
Yeah.
That young.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
so you were.
They can't diagnose
were you-
bipolar when you're that young. They don't start diagnosing until you're 18.
Right. So you'd withdraw yourself from people,
But
and
yeah,
you'd want
I
to
was
be
very
alone.
shy. I was very shy,
Okay.
very reserved, and afraid of everything.
Okay.
You know. Really
Afraid to what extent?
Well,
Little things to big things.
yeah. You know, I was kind of a loner and
Scaredy cat.
kind of a scaredy
Uh-huh.
cat, kind of a crybaby.
Uh-huh.
And I just,
And was this through your adolescent years?
my adolescent years, I was angry. I was just angry. I was violent. My mood escalated into I was irritated and agitated all of the time.
Did you try any booze or drugs?
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. I started that when I was
Like all
12.
the above, or
Everything.
Yeah?
Yeah. When I was 12, I started drinking. So
beers? Still taking the beers
hardcore-
out,
No, the hard stuff.
the
yeah.
booze out of your parents' bottles, or?
People's liquor cabinets. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
My mother's friends.
Okay.
Liquor cabinets, and yeah, we had a lot of hippie barbecues.
So it's
Yeah.
easy to get kind of slip away and take a couple
Yeah.
shots, right?
Yeah, self-medicating.
Okay. So at that point, did the booze make you feel better? Did you come out of the depression for a short time? And did it bring out the jovial Randy?
I thought so. You
Yeah.
know, and as an adult, drinking, I'd get manic, and I'd just be wild crazy.
Party.
Wild crazy.
Yeah.
You know,
Was
crazy
as
insane
when the adult years come around, did you start dabbling in the drugs too?
Not really.
Just
you
stayed with the
know,
booze?
Yeah, booze
Yeah.
was my friend. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I understand.
But as a bipolar person, you know, any kind of extra substance is going to escalate either. And of course, booze is a depressant.
Right.
You know, so if I'm already depressed, you know, I want to kill myself. So, and I did try doing that several times. You know, my goal in life now is to help people who have mental illness to get help.
Mhm.
And not only I've been sober for 9.5 years.
All right.
You know,
Good for you. Now,
but I'm still bipolar.
Do they give
That's
you-
not
do
gonna
they give
go
you
away.
medicine for
I'm
it?
on medication.
what kind of
and
medication they give you for that?
Antipsychotics. People get really
When you
freaked
say
out
psychotic,
by the word
yeah.
antipsychotics, you know. But all medications are not alike,
Uh-huh.
and there's some really good medications out there now. You know, the old school meds have a really bad rap. Some of it works, some of it doesn't.
It was more across the board stuff, right?
Right, but
This is
now
more.
they've really honed down the meds now to where there's not so many bad side effects.
Right.
You know, so I do go to a psychiatrist, I do go to a therapist, but I'm also a psych major at Fresno State, and I'm also working in the mental health field.
You know, you think this is going to make you better in this, that you've been through it?
Absolutely.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of feelings that go along with this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And your feelings started out so early in life
Uh-huh.
that I could see where you would be a great help to
Right.
people.
I've only had one major depression since I've started taking meds, gotten on the right meds in the last 10 years. So I have not had any suicidal ideation, which is thoughts of suicide, or any hospital stays, or any thoughts of I'm not worth anything, you know, the self-loathing. I haven't had any of that in the last 10 years, you know, so meds work, you know, if you give it a chance. Sometimes you got to be a little lab rat and try out different ones and let your doctor tweak it until they get it right. You know, I'm on a mood stabilizer, a little antidepressant, and antipsychotic, you know, and I don't believe in benzos, which are extremely addictive. You know, I'm allowed to take them if I need them, but I don't like to take anything like that. So
What would that be?
Like Xanax, Ativan, you know, Klonopin, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, people out there that are feeling depressed or not knowing what they're feeling, just feeling off, you know, just what's your suggestion to them? See your doctor? Or?
Well, I would start with a therapist.
Okay.
You know, I go to a therapist at Alliant International University, and they're doctoral students. They work on a sliding scale. So if you don't have insurance, or your insurance is incredibly crappy, that's a great place to go. I've done this for 4 years. They're good. They're really good, top-notch. They know what they're doing. You know, I've gone to a lot of therapists through the years, and a lot of psychologists, clinical psychologists, that weren't even as good as these doctoral students.
Right.
You know, people who have PhDs who aren't as good as these students.
Possibly because they were trained many, many years ago before.
Yes, they're very Freudian, and I hate Freud. So, yeah, I'm very anti-Freud.
Okay. So, does it feel good for you to get up here and talk about it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it hard for you to talk about it now?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not. My life's an open book. I like to let people in because it gives them hope. You know, and I have a full-time job. I go to school full-time. I have a full life. You know, I engage in positive activities, and I promote mental health and promote positive, going to therapy and going to a psychiatrist, getting treatment,
Not being afraid to be looked at as weird. How's
okay.
that?
I'm okay
How's that?
with being weird. Yes.
You understand though?
Uh-huh.
How people
People
if
don't
I
understand.
go to a psychiatrist, people are going to think I'm nuts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want people to think I'm nuts. It's okay if I think I'm nuts, but I don't
Right.
want anybody else to think, right? So
Right.
yeah, so the stigma, take it away
Yeah.
and go get some help, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's not going to kill you, I do work for an organization called Housing and Supportive Services of Fresno that helps mentally ill folks like myself who have a severe mental illness but who are high functioning. It's an independent living environment. I do groups and activities there as well as the other counselors there for the clients and, or I should say with.
Mm-hmm.
And, if you, are we close to the end here?
Yeah, pretty
okay.
close.
If you would like to donate to help support the programs and activities for Housing and Supportive Services of Fresno, you can go to the website, haasfresno.org, and you can see what we do there and how we help people, and you can be a part of that by donating. So,
Randi Kearn, just Great to sit here and
Thank
hear
you,
your
Chuck.
story. Thanks
Thank
for
you so
sharing it
much.
with me.